This was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Hello, my name is Lily Wiltshire and I am here with...
Ash.
Who I know as Ashraf.
Ashraf BARBA.
From the ends, my boy. Okay.
Oh God, it's been a minute.
Period.
10 years in the making.
No, for real. Hold on. No, I don't even feel like it's been 10 years. I feel like we've known each other.
Longer?
Yeah, I don't
We
want
knew each
to. I don't want to
other.
show my age.
Okay, we've
So I'm
known
gonna show
each
my
other
age.
since John the Baptist was rolling with Jesus.
Since then,
that.
we in the Bible secretly. We just like the little.
just-
look at the small print.
That we like, yeah, man.
Yeah, that part. So, anyway, we are about to ask each other some deep questions. Let's get into it. I wrote a few. Ashraf wrote a few. Ash wrote a few.
Believe it or not, I wrote them, and I don't write.
Yeah, you actually wrote them.
I got the worst
with a
handwriting in the
biro.
world. Yeah, with a biro.
I'm proud of you.
Are you?
I'm very proud of you.
I feel very exposed showing some of my handwriting.
No, it's
I don't
okay.
even, you know what? I don't even write people birthday cards and that. I go to funkypigeon.com and get them to write it.
No, for real.
Yeah, man.
You actually get them
I've
to
got
type
a
it
plate
down?
in my hand. I can't write. I don't like writing.
The
But when I lost the ability to write, I found the ability to draw. So I can
Oh,
draw.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to see one of your pictures one day.
So that-
Draw me something.
Yeah, I'll draw you
it's
something.
my
Wow,
birthday,
still.
June 21st. Draw me something.
Yeah, birthday
That's
beats.
what I want as my,
Yeah,
not birthday.
Boom!
beats.
One for good luck. You know them ones.
Hold on, I actually want a present.
I actually got your present, you know. Listen, I don't
This
get
was perfect
nobody
timing.
presents. I'm Moroccan, you know. I'm Moroccan.
So
But I
Moroccan
feel like
people don't get
this-
people presents?
Nah, when I go on, you know what? I'll be real with you. I've been on a couple shows, couple podcasts, couple interviews, whatever you want to kind of call this platform. But it's never been with somebody I know. No one that I've grown up with. Someone's always like, it's always, I feel like I'm asked the same questions. I'm with that, you know, it's like they don't know where I come from, where I'm from and that, you know what I mean? So as in, I wanted to get you something. This reminds me of you. It's going to be weird as fuck. You ready for it? It's weird, you know?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hold on. We'll come out the shop.
Do you know what a Funko Pop is?
No.
This is a collector's thing, yeah. You can sell this for more money later on in life.
Okay. Oh,
So
you
this is a
give me
Funko
collectible.
Pop of Allen Iverson. You know who Allen Iverson is?
I know exactly who. I've actually met him before. I
Swear
felt
down,
honored.
you got AI.
I
Oh
swear down. Met him. Okay, I'll tell you a story later. Go on.
So this is AI. This is 1999. This is 99 AI. This is
Okay.
99 AI.
Okay.
When AI was ridiculed for for him being himself.
Okay.
Tattoos.
Yeah,
being
the
him,
crane rows. They
being-
had a problem with
like
them.
as in he was supposed to show up to every game in a suit. He showed up as himself. You know I get tattoos secretly because of the inspiration you gave me growing up. You know that.
Why
Promise
you
you,
say that? Why
Moroccan.
you say that?
I'm a Moroccan who comes from an Islam family where people are like, oh, you shouldn't get tattoos, it's no, it's
Yeah.
haram. And I swear down, growing up with people like, when I see how, I feel like we're a yin and a yang.
Yeah.
I feel like, it's like, how do I explain it? I can't, it's hard to explain, but we are a yin and yang. You took the leap into life and you lived your life. You don't care what people,
facts.
you know what I mean? And I
'Cause
feel
I
like
don't.
that. You are 99 AI, yeah? You're 99 AI, you know?
I love that. You're gonna make me cry.
You are 99 AI, man.
No,
You are.
for real.
A guy who never won a championship ring, but we are Hall of Famers, yeah? We don't need
Actually,
rings.
I'm honoured.
Nah, man.
Actually, I'm really, really
You
honoured.
can shot that in a couple of years for some peace still.
I'm not shotting it. I'm gonna keep it forever.
No, I
you've
don't-
always been
yeah,
humble,
man, yeah,
and you will continue to be humble, and
man.
that's one of the main reasons
Thank you,
why
man.
I got hella love for you.
We're here.
Of course. So I want you to pick one of these questions.
I feel like I'm at bingo on a
We're
Sunday.
gonna juice it up. Hold on, no money at the end. I'll pour you a shot.
We're drinking, if my mom's watching, we're drinking mint tea, mum.
Yeah, of course. Yes. No, mine's
My
green
mum don't
tea.
watch my stuff.
Mine's green
I
tea.
bought my mum a fire stick. She was like, what is this narcos you do? You are in the Moroccan narcos? I was like, yeah, it's on Netflix. I gave her the fire stick. Everything logged on this.
No
How do
way.
I use YouTube? This is me YouTube, man. Like, move, lad.
Well, she could find this one on YouTube. You might
Hope
be
not.
might be messed up for this
no,
one.
No. I hope not.
Yeah, go on.
Please don't be one of
Make
mine.
it juicy. Oh, it's one of mine.
All right.
All right, go on.
It says unpopular opinion.
Okay, yeah. An unpopular opinion of yours.
Unpopular opinion of mine, which means does this mean like it's an unpopular opinion, but it's a popular opinion to me?
Yes, it's to you. It's unpopular opinion to what society or the world would see as an unpopular opinion. But what would you see?
An unpopular opinion of mine is. Wait, give me a second. Damn. It's this whole social media industry we're in, and it's like it's hard to explain, but it's like, yo, it's so corny, yeah. And it was like, it's not corny, it's a way of life. You can make money off it. One thing that happened, and I can't never believe this, the day I was in a show called Top Boy that's on Netflix. I don't know if you watched this. Pretty great show.
We know, my boy.
So what happened when it came out? Someone I know that's in the industry called me saying, hey bro, look, yeah, congratulations on what you did, yeah, but now you're in a different kind of light and you're in a different hemisphere. You need there's rules to this. I was like, rules? I was like, all right, you ain't called me in time, but welcome. I'll listen to this.
When they start telling you what you can post.
Yeah, he was like, yo, you need to bring your post down to 20 to about roughly around 20 posts, and you need to unfollow people and make your followers down to 99. Like you have to have this kind of
like
this
it's
look.
a rule.
And
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
meant to have the look.
When I heard that, I was like,
sure.
so corny. You know what I did since then? I have followed
More
2,000
people?
more people. I have posted 100 more posts.
You're like, fuck
everyone I meet, I don't care if
Yeah.
you're just a fan who wants to take a picture. I'm like, what's your Instagram? And I'm like, yo, follow me. Just DM me the picture. Remind me of who you are in the moment I met you. If I liked your energy, I'm going to follow you back.
Yeah.
They look at me like, nah, you're not going to follow back. I
And you
follow
do,
them back.
yeah.
And you know what it is? Sometimes I'll meet girls out in public. Yeah, groupies is a real thing, apparently. I've got groupies.
Yeah, it is.
I
It's
got
definitely
groupies,
a thing.
finally!
Okay, yo!
Yeah!
Oh, nigga,
you don't want to come now?
You've been had groupies.
And they're like, oh, I met this guy, his name's X, Y, and Z, and like, yeah, like he says you follow him and you met him and you lot are cool. And it's like, I don't see the cool. And what I see I'm like, rah, like, you know, like, as in, I see the side where it's like, rah, like, you know, they're proud that I follow them.
Yeah, they feel something.
You know what I mean?
They can say that you're their
And they're
friend.
like, rah, I don't believe him. But the way the girls are ridiculing him is like, I don't know, I just think, you know, you're being
not your
nice.
full friend.
I
You
think- they're
gotta-
like, I think you're just being nice to her. He's a weirdo. I'm like, even though I don't know them, I'm always like, bruv, that player is the waviest. That player sends me the craziest memes. His banter is 10-10. And it's like, I feel like I'm giving them an assist. And it's
Yeah.
like in the industry, everyone's like corny. And it's like, I always say, like, you see the industry, yeah? Like, a lot of this industry doesn't like me. They don't like me. They like me before Top Boy. So now when they try and like me, I know you don't like me.
I
Right,
bet.
so my
Yeah.
unpopular opinion is the industry is corny, and someone has to go against the grain to, you know, one thing I do every time, there's industry people that don't like me, and I always I'm on Twitter going wild. My boy sent me a
love
voice
Twitter.
note saying, bro, you're like a machine gun with no safety. The things I say, oh my God. It's like one
Unsafe.
thing I do, you know, a lot of people in the industry have a stage name. What I do is, yeah, if I don't like you and they come to me, I'm like, what's your stage name? Like, for example, I'm going to say a name. Can I say a name?
Yeah, say your name.
Poet. I love Poet.
Okay.
Big him up. I don't love him. His name's Kyle. Yeah? And listen, yo, bro, like, I feel like me and your energy is dead. It's me, hey, before you carry on, I was at the BAFTAs. I'm at the BAFTAs in a suit room, boy.
Yeah, period.
How dare you think you come towards me at the BAFTAs? I'm going here by myself, my guy.
And you talk about your energy.
Listen, hang on. What's your real name? Listen, Kyle. And it's like, I feel like I've taken the mask off his face.
Yes, facts.
He was like
Yeah.
exposed.
Yeah.
So after that, it's been, all right, Kyle, have a nice night. Every
Yeah.
time I see him, well done, Kyle. We telling me, Kyle, nice night, Kyle. I'm this guy that I don't.
You know that's disrespectful, I like.
Yeah, hilarious.
Do you know
I know
that's
all
disrespectful?
their names, brother. I know all their names, brother. That's the first thing I
that's
ask because it's
crazy.
like you're not. Like, if you got if you have a alias, you should be like, you know, hiding from something,
Yeah.
like incriminating.
Yeah.
If you're just this guy who like, yo, my name's this, brother, who?
That's just your name for the sake of that being your name, because
man.
that's
When I
what
say that, I
somebody
swear to
called
God,
you at
the
some
cool-
place and time.
When I say it, they're cool. It's like they run away from me.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we can't be around this guy. So my thing is, my unpopular opinion is
Social media's corny.
but yeah,
Okay.
that is it. You
All right.
got to pick one.
Okay, I'm about
Please don't
to.
pick
Okay,
mine,
yeah,
please
you can shake mine up. You can shake mine up. All right.
I like your nails.
Thank you.
I like your nails.
Got them done here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it mine?
Yes, one of
Shit.
yours.
Sorry for swearing. Khara. Sit forward.
Okay, when did you realize God's plan was a real thing?
Before you answer that, do you believe God's plan is a real thing?
Yeah.
Do you ever question it? Do you ever get mad at God?
Yes.
But then
Yes.
sometimes there's something happening like you're so scared, like as in wow, like you wanna. It's like you're like, yo, I can't wait to meet you, God, because I'm going to give you the biggest high five in life. Because it's like something like, you know, so I question God sometimes.
I definitely question God. I definitely
But is there a moment that you're like as in it's like you, I don't know, it's like a ghost went through you, shiver. You're like, whoa, what just happened? But it's like it's God's plan.
to be
Like God
honest,
has spoken to you.
I would honestly say, excuse me, ladies. Yeah, I know. So can you guys request?
No. Recorded in a live, in front of a live studio audience.
Studio audience. Okay.
We're in a
So-
studio of killers right now.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah? Felons right now, yeah? Yeah, we want to know who's behind the camera, yeah? They on the run. We got to hide the IP address on the internet so people can't find us.
That part. Okay, so I would say the moment where I felt that awe from God would be when I realized that I was in America by myself with a child and I really was surviving. Like
You weren't
it
crumbling.
had to shake me like, yo, you actually been alright. You ain't never been homeless. You ain't never had to ask nobody for nothing for real.
God comes through when he needs to come through. Do you feel like, I feel like God, tests us, to the point where it's like, you're so annoyed, you think nothing's going your way, you think like the world's against you, to the point where, you know when that day, when you wake up and everything's going wrong, to the point where your jean hoop is getting hooked to the door handle, everything's going wrong, everything.
Yeah.
And then it's like, at that moment, the moment of your break, or when you're going to break, God presents himself.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that's happened for me. But I feel like I always believe it already, though. Like, I have this thing over faith over fear.
It's scared to say this. My mum sees it, My mum always says this thing, because I says, Ash, I love you, but qalbuk kahal. Qalbuk kahal means your heart is black. And it's not a thing where she thinks I'm a bad person. She's like, you have these moments, where no one can talk to you. Your heart is blacked out. It's like it's a silhouette. She said, your heart's a silhouette. It's not there, but it's supposed to be there. And it's a thing where she's like, Ash, never question God's plan. Never. And it's times that it's so peak. There's things I can't even repeat on camera because I'm so ashamed of things I've said.
Things you've felt.
Yeah, and my mum's just like, she looks at me like, wow, qalb kahal. And when I tell it to people, they're like, right, it sounds like some voodoo. Qalb kahal. I'm like, nah.
They may not have
It's a thing where mum's like, Ash, I know how beautiful you are. And it's a thing where we get tested, but we have to remember the moment, when God is real. Like, things have happened in my life. I feel like.
Same.
I promise you, even
like why me? The why me moment. Like,
I
I'm a good person. I actually help people. I'm not fucked up. Why me?
Like me getting Top Boy was at a time where lockdown happened. I created a business. I lost my business to people around me, and all these things were going wrong to the point where I created a business that was making 60K a weekend. Yeah, I created it myself.
What?
I was like, oh my God!
In 2 days?
I was looking at the bank accounts like, I made that by myself. And just because I wanted to kind of do it with people, I bring people to it. And they saw the money, they ran off with it. And I remember when that's when Top Boy came along. 2 things happened in 1 week. I got a dog called Bucho, that I never paid for. Someone knocked on my door saying, I think you need this. Someone I never met. They're like, I think you need this. And then I got a call for Top Boy. When I read the script for Top Boy, I swear down, that's when I realized God was real. Because my name in the industry, everyone knows me as Ash Catch. But the character's name is Chaash. And I thought that's Ash Catch mixed.
Yeah.
And the beach we were supposed to film on was a beach called the beach of BARBA. My surname being BARBA. My nan always said, my nan said, Ash, I love you. I hate your dad. Don't change your surname. Because my surname's BARBA. Your surname means something. And I remember BARBA is the beach where the Spanish invaded to come to Morocco. And that's where my tribe come from. So I'm on the beach, I'm like, ugh. I was so scared to even look up to the sky and say,
I'm here.
I know you're there, God. He's like, I told you, but it's like he waited for me to be at the brink of, the hoop hanging onto the door, me triggering.
All of that for you to be
God's
able
real,
to get
man.
that moment.
And I swear down, every time I'm down, I'm like, I don't care, but I know God's real.
Facts.
I know he's real.
Facts.
I can't wait to be him. Like, bruv, you see you.
Yeah.
I think it's a guy, could be a woman. So I hope it's a guy, just so I can give him a headlock. Be like, bruv, you are the guy. You were the guy.
You played with me way too much.
Yeah, man. And it's
Yeah,
like
I
those
agree.
moments I'm always look back and I say, rah, man, like, that's so real. This is things I've never said on camera. Everyone's like, oh, you're the guy who's in Top Boy. And you've done amazing. I'm like, yeah, you even don't understand what God did for me, man.
For me, for
Yeah,
real.
man.
Because
Like,
you
when
don't
I read the
even
character, I'm
realise
like,
where I
Chaash,
came
I'm like,
from.
nobody in the world could have played him but me. And the reason why did you give me him, a person who don't act like, because you got tattoos. You're the most tattooed Moroccan we know. And my mum always said, Ash, I never understood why he got tattoos, but one day it's going to make sense. And she said, when she watched this, like, Ash,
It made sense.
She was
Yes.
like, well, everyone that's
Mom
cussed,
knew.
the whole family cussing, you say, why is Ash like this?
Yeah.
Just leave him. He's not like this. He's on a journey.
Yeah.
And when it happened, I was like, no one could have got, the reason I got the job is because I had all these tattoos.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I
it
mean?
worked in your favour.
And I was
Yeah,
like, yo,
facts.
I will never question God's plan. God's plan is real, man. It's real, man.
And
Just
you
look-
got the tattoos because you wanted to have the tattoos.
Yeah,
'Cause
man, I got the
remember you
tattoos
getting
'cause-
these
yeah,
tats.
man.
And I always looked to you with bare tats. And this is before I had hella tats. I think I probably had 3 tats
Yeah,
at
but
the
you
time.
had tats before. You had tats.
I
You know what
had
mean?
tats, what, little tats.
Yeah, but I never
They
had
weren't
tats.
big
I had
tats.
hidden tats.
That's
I was
true.
hidden.
No,
know
you
what I mean?
had the grade. You had the grenade.
Yeah, I had the grenade.
You had the grenade.
I remember the day I got the grenade, I tell you what I said, you know, after this, you can't.
Yeah, you can't go back from there. Yeah, you can't go back from the grenade. Yeah, I told you I wanted the grenade
I moved out of my mum's house early because I got tattoos.
Yeah, I know she went on that.
Even to this day, I can't. when I was with my mum, I had to, when I wake up to go to the toilet, I'm like, oh man, I've got to put a long sleeve on.
So she could see
I've
that
got to put a turtleneck on. I was like, I needed to. I was the youngest of her siblings. I'm the youngest, and I was the first one to move out.
Because of your tats.
Yeah.
Because of you getting cussed
My
every
mum
morning.
called me this Ash. I never ever like she acts like they're oblivious. She don't see them. It's weird. It's a weird relationship. Like, you're right, mum. Look at my hand tattoos. I'm about to pick up.
She act like she doesn't
about
see
to
it.
serve some mint tea.
Yeah.
And she was like Ash. I
Hold
never
on,
speak about your tattoos.
Sorry, what did she say?
I never speak about your tattoos, but it makes it. After I watched Top Wish, it makes sense.
That's good.
It makes sense.
At least that made up. You felt like you was at peace with her at that point?
Yeah, man. I swear down. I've watched Top Boy twice because I can't. It's cringe to watch.
I
can't listen to myself on a voice note. So I watched it once for the boys, and I watched it once for my mum. I was like, Mum, I did something, and I need you to see it.
See it with me.
We speak Darija. We speak. It's like Darija is that. It's not Arabic. It's like it's the Patois.
Okay.
You know, it's the Patois. It's not a French or Spanish.
Yeah.
And I only learned that through my mum. I never learned that in school. I never learned that no one. So I was like, Mum. I was just one day. I was like, Mum. Yeah. My mum always tells me Ash, and every time she wants to go food shopping down Kilburn High Road, I'm like, do you want to come? And say, nah. I say, cool. This Mum, Top Boy's out. I don't care if I need to come.
I'm coming, yeah.
Because she'll be like, she'll see people stop the car and be like, yo, you applaud. She's like, what did you do this? Mum, you did this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if you never let me be me, if you never told me God's plan is real, like I swear down. I'm like, Mum, if you never taught me Moroccan, she's like, what did you do? I was like, when I watched it, but it's like, haram, haram. It's like, narcos, I told you, I know this is haram.
No, for
but that's
real.
what it is.
Love that.
Yeah, I got one, and it's my handwriting.
Okay, go on.
What's the one thing you do and you always see the karma in it? Does that make sense? Like, what's the one thing you do in life, yeah, and you know you do it from the good of your heart, but you always see karma in it, and it's like, yo, like karma is real. Do you believe karma is real?
Yeah, I believe karma is real. So you're saying something that I do that's good that I always get.
Yeah,
karma
something you always do.
When I give to the homeless.
Yeah, and it's like
when I give to the homeless, like living in Atlanta. That was actually your question, but you ended up asking me. But yeah, it's cool.
Is the homeless people, is it?
Real, and they're all black. And that's something I never really experienced living in London. Like growing up in London, yes, okay, so my uncle was mentally ill. So I used to see him, but it wasn't that he was homeless or actually down and out. He actually had a mental illness. So me seeing him on the road asking people for shit wasn't the same as actually seeing real life regular people who are not on drugs or maybe on drugs but you can't tell, and they're actually asking for things because they're actually living on the street. Like they're not pretending, they're actually real life outside the homeless shelter in Atlanta downtown right opposite Magic City. Living homeless. So I would go to the club sometimes and I don't know why they would always speak to me. But we would go to the club and we'll park around the corner. There'll be hella homeless people lining up. They know it's lit as Magic City that night. So they'll be like, can I watch your car? Will you give me $5 when I come out? I'm like, yeah, don't worry. I'm going to get $10 from one of these niggas in here. And I'm going to bring it out 100%. To you. Even if I ain't got $10 in my pocket, I swear I would always be so loyal to them when I would see them out there. There would be some drawing, artwork. I actually have artwork to this day from a homeless man in Atlanta, outside Magic City. Anytime I went, he would always draw for me. And I always found good karma in when I did that, but it was so crazy because I always felt like once I went home after the night, you know when you remember the night after getting drunk? Because I would be drunk once I left, yeah? So you remember the night you get home and I'm like, I remember speaking to the homeless person and that would make me feel good and I know I gave them something. Like I've literally come out the strip club with ones, like $100 ones and given it to the homeless man. Like literally, like, oh yeah, here's my ones that I got here, have that. And they will be like, oh my gosh, like getting down on their knees and doing shit like that. And I'll be like, I'll pull them up, like, don't do that, nothing like that. This is money. Like I'm no more better than you are me over some change.
You just said something I've always wondered, like a lot of homeless people ain't homeless because of their it's like, it's not homeless because of they're poor or they're broke. They're homeless because of a mental state.
Yeah, but I was saying about when I would get home. In that moment of me helping them, I'm talking to them. I would ask questions, like regular questions, not like why you here or nothing, but just like, are you okay? You know, regular questions. All my friends would be like, you love talking to homeless people. Get in the car. Fuck them. Why are you talking to that person? He's dirty. And I would be hugging them and shit. Like, literally, like, I wouldn't care about any of that. But it was just something in me that made me feel like I wanted to do this. And I promise you, I feel like that's one of my main reasons that when I lived in America, I never went broke. Like, I never wanted for anything. Because whenever I saw, and it might sound a bit...
You know what? You never filmed this. You never kind of...
Never.
Hey, guys,
never,
it's me giving someone money.
Never.
I respect that.
Never,
I've never seen you do that.
Never. I would never do that. I'll be with my child. I could be walking to American Deli going to get some wings and a nigga outside the wing. And I made a promise to myself, too. Whenever I help someone, I want to be able to bless their whole day. I'm not giving you $2. I'm not giving you $5. I'm going to give you like $20. And that would be the least I would ever give someone. If I'm blessing you, I'm blessing your whole day. I'm not trying to bless you, even if you are buying drugs.
Yeah.
That's going to be your drugs for
I
the day.
even think of that sometimes.
I'm hoping for that. I'm
when I
hoping
give
that I was
someone-
able to bless you for the whole day. Fuck am I blessing you for 5 minutes for? And then you're going to have to go beg someone else. I'm trying to save your pride in a sense.
Yes.
That I can give you what you won't have to continue to beg for the rest of the day. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's one of the things I would say I always got good karma in.
You know what? One thing I did, yeah, and I wish, like, one thing I clocked, yeah, in this industry, something called a Nando's Black Card. You know what a Nando's Black Card is?
No, it's free
I've
chicken.
seen a couple of my boys get that.
Not free
It's not
chicken.
free chicken. It's free chicken. It's every day. You get free whole meals every day. And I remember the only person I ever knew, big up Cleo, so I ain't seen Cleo in a while, hope she's good. Cleo was the only person that used to use that card, yeah, to feed homeless people. She said, she'll be like, Ash, we'll do time, Ash got a Nando's Black Card, let's go Nando's, pre-wave.
What?
But then sometimes she'll like, she'll say, Ash, before we go out, I want to go and feed some homeless people.
That's so
And it's
beautiful.
like, she never filmed it, man. Cleo is
Yeah.
like a beautiful person, man. Remember Cleo?
Yeah,
Cleo,
I know Cleo. Yeah, I know
man.
Cleo. That's
And
so
I remember,
beautiful.
I always said to myself,
Yeah.
I can't wait to get a Nando's.
A black Nando's card. I
I've seen
would've bought
Mandem.
Mandem
I've seen
food
Mandem I
every
grew up
day,
with,
yeah.
yeah, in the industry. They get a Nando's Black Card. I'm like, yo, you man eat, you get Nando's free every day. They're like,
And
yeah.
they're not buying
I'm
it.
like, bro, do you eat every day? It's like, nah, man, I can't eat Nando's every day. I'm like, cool, do you want to feed some homeless people? They're like, bruv, I don't want to get out of my car, blood. Get out of my car.
Don't want to.
And I swear to God, they didn't want to give me a Nando's Black Card. I was pushing for it. I was like, yo, give me a Nando's Black Card, because I can't lie. I'm going to feed the world, not film the world. I'm not going to film, I'm going to feed
The world, yeah. Every
One
day
thing
when
I
I'm
never got-
all wearing my mum's
One
cooking.
thing I always wanted was a Nando's Black Card, man. But
Yeah.
I think
Hold
I
on,
need to. I
Nando's.
think I need to do one more movie or something.
Yeah,
If I
hold
get
on.
a movie, I'm gonna get a Nando's Black Card. But I
Card.
know when the thing
Hold
is,
on, and
yeah,
can I be
the
his
thing
plus
is, they
one?
took it off Cleo because they found out she was feeding homeless people.
Oh, wow. Are you serious? I don't even want a Nando's Black Card no more.
But I want it just to feed them. I
Yeah,
love
but
a
then when
I
they
love
find
a
out you're gonna
Nando's.
get it taken
They
away.
got something called Peri Flamer. I
Okay,
want a
yeah.
Peri Flamer. I'm gonna feed them some
don't even
extra
eat
spice
chicken.
to it, man. But you know, what it is I would do that every day, man. Like what?
That's true,
A
yeah.
card that you want me to just because I come to the store and I eat in this one, I can get free food, free whole meals, free whole chickens and bears, unlimited sides. What?
That's
I'ma
crazy.
feed homeless
Yeah.
people.
Hold on, I would have been a homeless person standing outside as soon as
Karma's
you
real
went
though. Do you believe in karma? I believe
do
everything
believe in
I do is karma.
karma. I
Everything
do
I've done,
believe in
like, even
karma.
my agent, I got an agent. Hussein, Hus. If you see this, Hus, well, God, I love you. Hus is he's an East African brother, and I met Hus just at a random one of my first events I went to. When Top Boy came out, I got invited to some events. It was a Converse event. Yeah, they had some premiere down at in Central, and he was just like, he's like, yo, can we take a picture? I was like, cool. And this me at me, bro, send me the picture. And he was not. He has a podcast that's not big. And they said, hey bro, thanks for it was lovely meeting you. Thanks for the picture. By the way, I have a podcast called Post Credits, and we just talk about movies. It's not big, but I'd love you to be on it, bro. I know you're like, if you're busy, it's cool. I was like, what? Post
coming
credits,
on
I
it,
like your
yeah,
energy. I'm going.
yeah.
And just because I went to that, yeah, he called me after when it came out. He said, bro, thanks. The episode's coming out, and he always said, bro, this was the biggest views I got in the episode.
Oh,
I was like,
that's
bro, man, I like you.
fantastic, yeah.
And he listened, bro. By the way, do you want to go to the Buzz Lightyear premiere? I was like,
Not Buzz
Yeah.
Lightyear.
I was like, yeah. This is me. How can I go to this? Oh, by the way, my job, my 9 to 5 is I'm the head of taking care of the guest list for every UK premiere.
Fantastic.
I didn't even know that.
So that's tickets.
You
to
know
the
what?
premiere
I've been
every
on
time.
crazy red carpets, yeah.
Premieres.
And because he's the head of the guest list, there's 2 red carpets. There's an A list and a B lister, yeah. All the industry's on B list, but I'm at Black Panther premiere on the A list carpet,
No.
and I'm like, all
Must
because I
be
just
nice.
all because I like someone, all because I didn't care what
Yeah,
you
and
had
you
for
just
me.
didn't get. Yeah, and
Bro,
that's
I
what
swear to
blesses
God,
you.
and
That
there's
was
this
your.
thing- there's
Hold
this
on,
thing-
that was your good karma.
Bro, there's this thing I do on every red carpet, and this is why I get called back. Every time on a red carpet, everyone's there because, yo, they want the crowd to take pictures and little sign. I'm there, and you know what I do? I get my phone out and I film the crowd. I'm like, I want your picture. I want your autograph. I want you, bruv. You're the celebrity. Don't worry about me.
Yeah.
And because I do that, they call me back. I went to the Creed premiere, and the people I meet, I met Michael B. Jordan. I'm like, I'm sitting next to Jamie Foxx. I'm like, what?
Okay, I know. We
I'm
know
like,
Jamie
what? I'm like,
Foxx
what?
gets
This is not
well.
real. And it's honestly because I was just open to, and he said, Ash,
Being-
I've never managed someone, but I'd love to manage you. I was like, you're my manager.
Yeah,
You're my
be my
agent.
manager.
Here's
Why not?
20%.
Yeah, why
And he
not?
gets me the best jobs.
Facts.
Like, the jobs I get from him,
Facts.
it's calm as real.
Facts. That's so true. It
Calm
is
as
real.
man.
It is real.
It's not about, a lot of people get into industry, oh, I want to go on that podcast because they got followers.
This
oh, I go
person's
on
on there, but you have to be
I
authentic.
ain't been on no big podcast, man.
Exactly.
I'll go on Poets though.
Be authentically yourself at all
Kyle,
times.
invite me onto your fucking podcast, my guy. I'll go on that one.
And get well soon, Jamie Foxx.
But yeah, man.
Get well
calm as
soon,
real.
Jamie Foxx. You know he's sick
I
in
lie,
it.
man.
Yeah, get
I met
well
him just before
soon,
that.
Jamie.
And Jamie looked at me, you
Yeah.
know what they do in this industry?
What?
He's like, oh my God, you're the guy. I'm like, ugh. I'm like, I can't process that. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
That
because
Top
you're
Boy's
on
my
it,
shit. I'm
because you're Jamie Foxx.
Jamie fucking Foxx, bro.
Facts.
I promise you, I'd only be in a positions because I just genuinely open, like, yo, like, you're a nice person. I'll come on your podcast.
I'm cheating, by the way. Sorry.
Well, you picked up too.
Yeah. But I want you to answer this question.
What is it?
And I'm going to pick one at the same time, and then we're just going to do
Ooh,
consecutively.
I can answer that. My biggest
And I want
regret.
both of us to answer mine. I'm going to ask you, then you're going to ask me back, yeah?
Talk to me.
All right, bet. What's your favorite tattoo and why?
Probably I got 3 dots under my eye. Yeah, I got 3 dots under my eye.
Okay, I see
Me
that.
and all my boys got this. It was when, you know, I got a friend called Deli. You remember Deli?
I know that.
Deli.
I know that.
Deli was in a coma for 3 months.
I think I remember
Yeah,
that.
man.
Yeah.
And it was like, it killed me because, like, you know, Deli's the first black friend you bring home. Like, mum, I got a black friend. And it's like,
It's like your bestie, though. I
yeah,
saw you
man.
post his music the
And
other
it's
day,
like,
right?
It's like Deli, he's the one friend in the group chat no one ever kind of expects anyone, if we ever get kicks off and boys have fights.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a thing where, you know, we never expect Deli to get involved. We say, Deli, get in the car. Like,
Yeah.
He's not a fighter, he's a lover.
Yeah.
So to hear that one night he was supposed to come out with me and he didn't come out with me, and his cousins called me saying, yo, Deli can't, he's not waking up. So I remember that time, I just went to the hospital and I couldn't function, so I was just in hospital for 3 months, sitting there. Like, I didn't understand what it was, because his son was due to be born as well.
Around the same time?
Yeah. And it was like, I remember just every month, like when he woke up, we got these 3, all me and the boys that kind of went through it, we all got these, like Morgan Keys, everyone, we all got these 3 dots. And it's like Deli's woke up. And he woke up the day before his son was born.
Wow. God
And we were like, yo, bruv, I know you just woke up.
Yeah.
I know your mind's everywhere. I know you've been in a coma, you don't understand, but you're about to be a dad.
Yes.
And we all got these 3 dots. And even till now, he's probably not watched this. This is the first time he understands why we got these 3 dots. For us, it's like, we was all boys, but like, we, DB, yeah, DB. Everyone knows that. We're a faction of Mandem. We call ourselves DB. Growing up, DB means dirty bastard. It means we're just guys who like just, we didn't care. Like, we didn't care. Well, all right, what we got? What? We're Bowcats. All right, cool. We're gonna, because we're DB, it's okay. But really, when we was in hospital, we realized what DB stood for. It stood for Deli's Boys.
Okay,
Because
yes,
we were
of
all friends
course,
through
yeah.
him. So
You
it's-
guys all knew each other through him. So
Yeah.
like in the moments of
Yeah.
him being in a coma, you ended up talking about him, being
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh
like, we were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
This is the reason why we're here.
Okay,
This is the
yeah.
reason why we all had. It was a time where even Louis Ray, who's signed to, who's in Western,
I
and
know
went
Lil
into-
Ray, yeah.
He just signed, went into, and it went big for him. And it was a platinum song that took him around the world. But he was at hospital for 3 months.
Was
He's
he? Was
he's
that too?
It was the moment for me to. It was a moment for us to understand what it was. So it's like, and I'll never get a face tattoo. I always say I need to hit 40. I need to hit £1 million and a 40. I need to hit £1 million, and I need to be 40 before I get a face tattoo. So
But
it was a
you
big
did
thing
that
for
for
me.
Deli.
Yeah, man. It
Of
was
course,
like Deli's
of
Boys,
course.
man.
Hold
It was
tight,
Deli's
Deli.
Boys, man. Big up Deli.
We love
Big
you.
up- We love him. For me, that is
Yeah.
my most important tattoo. What's yours?
To this date, I would say I have my brother passed away, and we called him Zy Money, so it's like a Z and
Zion.
an I. His name's Zion.
I've always said my first child, I'll call him Zion.
Zion, you said that?
A girl or boy, I'll call him Zion.
Oh wow, yeah, that would be cool. For
Please
us.
give me a boy. Please. I
'Cause you
can't
wanna call
deal
your
with a
daughter
girl.
Zion.
If it's a boy, I'll teach. Yo, you know what you want. Yeah, your biology. Yeah, I'll teach you how to masturbate, bro. Come here.
Yeah.
If it's a girl, I can't teach her nothing, man. You know what I mean? Oh, she bring her brat home. I'm gonna kill him. Bring him.
You
Die.
can't do that. Leave
Nah,
her
but
alone.
sorry,
But
go on.
anyway, yeah, God bless him with the boy,
Please
please.
give me a boy.
Anyway, yeah. So I just put the ZI and then I put money signs. I put like the pound, the euro, and then like the.
You should get the dirham.
The dirham.
Get the
I have the
dirham.
I have it.
Bismillah, you got the dirham. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dirham, baby.
Period.
All right, I've got a question in mind. What's your
Go.
biggest regret?
Am I gonna keep it totally real, or am I gonna be a little shaky? I'm gonna be real. Marrying somebody from a different country.
A different country or a different culture?
Both.
Mm.
Both.
Mm.
Both. And having a child for somebody from a different culture and a different country. Yes.
You feel like it's something that only after you had a child, it's a thing where you kind of you realize how beautiful your culture is.
Yes.
I'm the same way, man.
Yes. No, I didn't realize. Like, I swear.
I hated
when
my
I moved
culture.
to America, I was not. It's not that I didn't hate my
I
culture.
didn't hate my culture. I just.
But I didn't.
It annoyed
I
me.
didn't appreciate it as
didn't
much as I
appreciate it.
possibly could have, and I felt like it was okay for my child to be mixed cultures. Like, I felt like that was cool, but it's not cool, especially when the person from the different culture doesn't understand your culture or tries to embrace your culture. Because someone from a different culture doesn't always try
Don't
and
you
embrace
appreciate the
yours.
effort?
What if there's no effort?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And that's where I was stuck at. So I can't necessarily, maybe I should filter my,
No.
maybe it was just
no.
the person. But for me, I felt like
It
it was
happens
like
like that.
I
It
should have
happened to
stayed.
me.
I should have stayed in my culture.
I never saw the beauty in Moroccan culture. Because every time I was around a Moroccan girl and they said, Ashraf, I'm like, oh, you sound like my mum. Move, blood. But it's a thing where only after Top Boy,
Now you're like, yes.
I thought my culture was Grove.
Yeah, facts.
I met
yeah.
Moroccans
Yeah.
from Washington. I met Moroccans from around the world. Have you seen a brand called Daily Paper?
Yes.
Bro, the main designer's a Moroccan.
Oh,
He just said,
wow.
bro, he messaged me saying, bro, you're Moroccan. It's me, bro, I'm Moroccan. I'm like, wow, I didn't know the beauty.
And they
like,
come
all these
together
women
from
I've met,
that.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you're beautiful. But I'm at the stage where I'm like, I just called him sis. You're my sister.
Not sis.
Nah, you're my sis.
You call
Fam
him
zone,
my
not
sis.
friend zone, fam zone. Love, thanks for the support, sis.
Okay, I feel you. Okay, sis.
But it's like,
Yeah,
that's
I
your
feel
regret.
you.
I feel my regret in life is never wanting to be a leader.
Okay.
I've always wanted to. I've always thought of it. I feel like this. Yeah, I'm at the age and I can say it now. I never said it back in the day. I knew it, but I never said it because I didn't want to come across egotistical. But I have a Midas touch. If I think of an idea, it's an amazing idea, and it goes. It is things that go. I was at Trapstar when I was a kid. I was at Trapstar
I
when
remember
Trapstar
when you was
was.
at Trapstar.
I was
When
at
Trapstar was first busted.
when it was just when
Trapstar
people still
weren't
out of
even
a boot.
Trapstar.
Because I believed in it, yeah? And the ideas I had, yeah? There's one thing I'll never forget. When I was at Trapstar, I was the youngest, yeah? I'll never forget this. So my job was anything young, anything like from the young generation. So I was in charge of socials. Back then, Twitter was the popping thing. I was in charge of the Instagram, the Twitter for Trapstar and my Twitter. So I have 2 accounts on my phone. One day on my mum's life, I saw a DM and it came from Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, wow, not Nipsey.
And I was like,
you replied.
I was like, please, before I open it, please be my account.
And it wasn't, it was Trapstar.
And it was the Trap account. So I was in charge of it. And he said, yo, I fuck with you lot shit. I'm coming over to London. I'd love to do a collaboration with Marathon and Trap.
Yeah.
And I said, you man, lads, I know you're older than me, but listen to the kid, yeah? Like, yo, man, we need to collab with Nip.
Yeah, of course.
And they were like, at the time, they didn't know who he was. They didn't think he was big. So there was a rule at Trap, and it's the rule that made them successful. They were like, anything below us, we can't take a step back right now. We're moving forward. And I understood. I was like, I hear that, but please, this thing, please just do a collaboration with him. Please, bro. Please. And they didn't do it.
Didn't do it.
So now, obviously, I'm not at Trap. I've grown up. I've done my own
Flop.
thing. I've created my own business. And when Nip died, my first thing that came to my mind was, I wish you man listened.
Exactly. And I bet they still ringing in their ears though.
No, out of love for me. Out of love for me, yo.
No.
Out of love for me. You know what they did? At the time, I was heavily into doing music. So they said, Ash, we can't collab with him, but the best thing we'll do is we'll do a concert for him and you can open for it.
And you did that?
And I opened, and I remember going on stage. I never knew he was Eritrean. I never knew where he was from. And
Yeah,
the whole
he's
crowd is full of
Eritrean,
Hijabis. They were like, you're not Dipsy. I was like, what the fuck you not doing here, bruv? I'm gonna call your mums. And I'll never forget that, man. And I always say to myself, I wish I put my foot down and like, there's times in my life I've created businesses, I've created anything. I always have an idea, but I have this thing, yeah, where I'm like, I can sense someone's confidence isn't there. So I'm like, even though I created it, I'm like, yo, what do you think, man? What do you think is a good idea? I want to build people up.
Yeah.
But what happens every time I do that, people that you give them, they think they're connoisseurs. They're like, well, you come to me because you must think I'm the guy. I'm like, fuck off, bro. Why do you think you're the guy? You're not the guy. I'm the guy. I created it, bro. Shut up.
Yeah, that's true.
And I wish I took leadership in a lot of things because I
wish
feel
you
like a
did
lot of
too.
things would have gone a different way. But yeah, my regret is never taking leadership, bro. I'm not a leader.
But it's,
I'm a soldier. That's my thing. I feel like I don't want to be a leader, man. I feel like I'm confident in myself. Listen, I'm tall with a beard. Okay, it's gonna sound weird, you lot, yeah. But I promise you, like having that, I'm good.
it's a lot of thing.
A lot of
It's
men
a
that are
thing
short with no
already,
beards, yeah, they have
I
a confidence
feel you,
issue.
I feel you.
Great, great,
so
man.
it's like trying to be a leader on top of that is kind of like you feel like
yeah.
it dims other people's light.
Yeah, but in my
'Cause
mind, I'm
feel
like,
the
yo,
same
I
way
want you to
sometimes.
feel that way,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
And they always take it
And
left.
they already feel like they're there. So it's like you feel like you want to build them up. So
Yeah,
then
but
they
it's like,
feel like
it's confusing. I'm like, yo, you're not acting this way. You're acting like you're this. Your ego's kicking in. But I'm like, you deep down, you know, I'm the guy I'm the guy who's supposed to be driving the bus. I always say this, yeah. When anything I start, yeah. I've learned this now at older age. If you're gonna drive the bus, I don't care. Anyone could drive the bus, yeah. But as soon as the bus goes the wrong direction, don't carry on driving. Stay okay. I don't know where we're going. Someone take over. But they can't. They're always like, oh no, you made me the bus driver. I need to prove I'm the guy, and they crash it into a ditch. Give a fuck about you lot, bro. But yeah, that's my biggest regret is never taking leadership in moments when I should.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't have that ego, man.
Okay, so I have a question. Where was that concert with Nips? Because why do I feel like I was
XOYO.
there? What year was that?
I don't know what year it was, but it was when he was he done the marathon, and I'll never forget this. I never took a picture of him, but backstage I was like, bro, where are you from? Because I came off stage, I was like, why is there all these hijabis? And he's like, I'm from Eritrea. This mean, what the fuck is the marathon? Listen, bro, the marathon is it's a thing where it's not a race, bro. We're gonna get there. It's a marathon. You take your time, right? In a marathon.
But you know what?
And I was like, wow. And I never forgot this. I swear down, when Nip died, yeah, I remember I was linking the thing. And I woke up in the morning and I saw the news and I cried. And she was like, why are you crying over someone? I was like, I never cried over anyone, blood. And he was like, bro, because this brer broke it down to me. And I was like, rah, you're East African, I'm North African, we're neighbours, man. And the only thing I ever think of, when I remember that day, I was like, take leadership, because I should have told them, look, listen, you put me in this position, there's a reason I run the socials, because you know what it is. Shut the fuck up and let me fucking run the boat.
Yeah.
Nipsey DM'd us. Nipsey has fucking DM'd us. Now,
Drive the boat.
when I wake up in the morning, the only person I have to care about is my dog. It's weird. It's like I run the boat for my dog. You know what I mean? He listens. He's like, okay, I know I don't want to do that, but I have to do that. Like, it's a thing where I wish I took leadership in moments when I shouldn't, but I always did it for the reason because I feel a lack of confidence in people. I'm like, I can tell you're not that guy.
So you need this.
Yeah, but everyone thinks you're the guy. But but behind the closed doors, I'm gonna make you be that guy, bro. Like, but I never explained it to them. They move into dickheads.
Facts, and I'm gonna make you have that because you need it more than I do.
Yeah, I don't need it. I'm tall with a beard.
Facts.
See, beard? It's male makeup. Yeah, this is our makeup. Yeah, and my beard is pristine. Yeah.
Period.
So my surname's Barba. Barba means black beard. I got a beard, bro. I got a beard. Good. I swear down, a lot of men ain't got beards. They got the confidence issues.
A lot of them do. That's why I'm trying to make niggas grow their beards.
Under this, if I say my beard, I've got a double chin, I've got a weak chin, flatten out, it's probably not nice.
Because it's not always nice without the beard.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm trying to do beard treatments for you niggas too, so if you're ready, just come. I can help you out, grow that shit.
In LA, yeah, I was walking past a wig shop. You know what I had in it?
Yeah.
They had like head mannequins, but they had beards on them.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is going on, blood? So it's like, it's a thing.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty
it's
sure
definitely
he got
a thing.
that.
Yeah, he
but I'm
definitely
pretty sure
got
Ross,
that.
yeah, even though everyone knew Ross was this correctional officer and all this shit, but yo, I swear to God, yeah, Meek Mill and that listened to him. Even though that man came from the gutter, yeah, they listened to him because of his beard.
No, they definitely do because it makes you look manlier and stronger.
What's his name? The basketball player.
Which one?
James Harden.
James Harden.
And
he's only cool with the beard.
His thing was called Fear the Beard. After when I saw him with no beard,
no,
I'm like,
honestly, no. Without a beard,
bro?
no. Without a beard, he looks dead. Okay, so if you don't want to look like James Harden, if you don't want to look like James Harden without a beard, come to Hidden Beauty and get your beard treatment. The next question was, what do you want out of life? I'm gonna answer mine first.
Go on.
Okay. So life is a crazy thing. And what I want out of life is ultimate happiness. I just want to be happy. Like, you know, I spoke to somebody. I actually remember the not the actual date, but the time, well, the month and the year, on October 2022, and I spoke to somebody who I wouldn't feel like inferior to, but it was a guy that I knew, and he was kind of like a do man for someone else I knew. Let's just put it that way.
A do-man?
A do-man. Like, you know how niggas be having entourage niggas?
Yeah.
Like an entourage nigga.
I get it.
If somebody's like a rapper or athlete, they got the
Someone's a
niggas
pawn,
that
yeah.
come and live with them and just like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, just one of them niggas that they just be having around. It's meant to be like their shooters, the yes man, the nigga that's just there, yeah? And we was in the same house at the time, and we went on a trip, and we woke up, and he was like, I said, good morning. I said, how are you feeling today? And he was like, I feel great. I feel blessed. I woke up this morning. I can eat what I want to eat. I can smoke how I want to smoke. And I'm grateful, and I thank God to be here right now. And I looked this man in his face, and I don't want to sound ungrateful when I say this, because I'm definitely blessed. And I like to say, like, every day I wake up, I would like to believe I'm blessed, and I would like to be grateful for life. But I didn't feel the same way he felt. And I was looking at this man like, you're just because you can eat what you want to eat today and you can smoke how you want to smoke, you are so grateful for life.
It's a bit weird.
I felt like it was weird. And maybe I was wrong for feeling that way,
no.
but I was looking at this man like...
As in he was living off a handout.
Yeah. So to me, it was just like so... But then I had a realization that he was grateful for what he had right now, and maybe I should just be grateful for what I have right now. And I understood that, but in the same aspect, it was like, I still don't feel as happy and as grateful as you are for life to just wake up and be... yes, I thank God, but not ultimately. I still thank God, and also pray for the more things I want. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm grateful for what I have right now, but I still want more, though.
Yeah.
So it was just, I want to be at a stage in my life, and I don't want a lot. I don't want the same things that everybody else wants in life. So I feel like I should be able to be blessed with what I want and wake up and be like, I'm grateful for what I have.
You want your opportunity to take the leap.
Yeah, just the little things, man.
Yeah, man. But as in, people settle and they don't want to take the leap. They're like, yo, I'm good. It's like, you know, they want to cash out of the casino early. Sometimes, you know what? Put it all on 42 red, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I feel you. You know what I want in life?
What do you want? Tell me.
Do you know what I want in life? I feel like what I want in life has changed ever since I got into acting.
Okay.
What I want in life, yeah, is the opportunity to show how fucking wavy my culture is. Because it's like, I never saw how wavy it was until, for example, it's like, bro, it's a very called French Montana. Like, I didn't believe he was Moroccan until I heard him say one thing. He said, إذا خصني خبز مع زيت ولا الدجاج مع فريت. Yeah. Wow, that's the most Moroccan thing I've ever heard in my life.
So translate.
It means I want either bread and olive oil or chicken and chips. Like, but as in, I never thought he was Moroccan. And it's like,
until he said that.
And when I was on set for Top Boy, I met all these French Moroccans, these Dutch Moroccans, all these Moroccans. I'm like, yo, you man are wavy, bro. My dream in life is to be able to. Ever since after Top Boy, after acting, I started studying. I met this guy. Have you seen a film called what's the film called? The Harder They Come.
Yes, I've seen Harder They Come.
You know where the brother's from?
Where?
The director, Kilburn Lane.
No way, from Kilburn Lane.
Ends, bro.
Not where.
I was watching one interview and he said, "Yo, I was walking down Kilburn Lane one day and I went past Ali Barber's." I was
No,
like,
I
what?
was
He
just
like,
about to mention Ali
He
Barber's.
said, I stopped outside Ali Barber's and I said, "I've never seen a full black cast cowboy western film." I was like, I didn't hear anything else. I heard, "You're from fucking Ends."
No.
So I reached out to him. I said, "Bro, you're from Ends." This bro, I'm from Ends, bro. And I said, "Bro, listen, brother, yeah, like I saw what you did. I never knew you were from Ends, yeah. Like, it's on you to do something for the culture." So I started looking into it. Like, I found out my surname's BARBA. I looked into my surname. Like, we come from something called the BARBA Pirates. And there's this story about us, yeah, that in the time of white people enslaving black people, yeah, you know what the BARBA Pirates did?
What?
They enslaved 1 million white people.
Oh, wow.
Not because they wanted to benefit from them, just to say, yo,
Just to say
prove
we
a
did
point.
it.
The
Period.
Berber Pirates.
Okay.
And I'm like, have you seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yes.
Any Pirates? There's a guy called
Yes.
Captain Barbosa. Barbosa!
Yes.
He is supposed to be BARBA. He's supposed to be from my tribe.
From your tribe.
So my thing is, my goal in life now, is to write that story, is to do something. Like, because the BARBA pirates, they weren't one culture. There was like, they had them Senegal Africans, they had all Africans, North Africans, East Africans on a boat. And their job was, hey, these white people are trying to fuck with us. We're about to go run up and take them lot and take they enslaved 1 million white people. Okay. Not because they wanted to benefit, just say, yo, I see what you're doing, we can do it 10 times harder than you.
Yes.
And it's like, I feel like it's like Django / Pirates of the Caribbean.
That sounds lit though, and I want to be part of it. I'm just going to take your last
name. Listen, one thing I've learned in life, if I can act, but anyone can act. Bro.
Yeah, I actually went to acting school.
I never went to acting school.
I went to Sylvia Young.
You went to Sylvia Young? Mm-hmm. I swear that's in ends, isn't it?
Yeah.
You never went there.
Yeah,
I wish I went.
Young,
I never went to acting school.
I loved it.
I never wanted to act. You know how cringe acting is? It's cringe.
No, I honestly loved acting. Let me tell you. Okay, so I was always proud to say this because Amy Winehouse went to the same acting school that I went to. So I always loved saying that I was from Sylvia Young because Amy Winehouse went in the same time that I went there. So I always loved it. But never went into acting. You know, life hits and you never end up doing it. But that was one of my dreams. That's one of. If you ask me what I wanted to do when I was younger, I wanted to be an actress.
Right, so have you watched Top Boy with me in it?
Yeah.
Have you seen the scene where I kill someone?
No.
There's a scene I kill someone. I kill my best friend because he's snitching on my operation. His name's Chrito. Chrito, you watching, my baby? Chrito means little shit.
Okay.
And you know what it is? When I met him, I said he's from France. He's a Moroccan. He's a dark-skinned Moroccan. I don't meet a lot of us. I don't meet a lot of dark-skinned Moroccans. I meet pale Moroccans. And it's like, he showed me that one night. I remember we were out having a drink, and he showed me 2 films he's been in where he's kissed a man. Yeah. No, I'm just saying. But I was like, bro, but he's a husband with like a loving family.
Honestly, I'm not judging.
And I'm like, bro, why would you do that? Listen, bro, because
the money was right.
This is what I'm here for. I'm acting.
I'm an actor.
It wasn't even good money. Bro, he showed me one thing. He done a one-man show where he's on stage doing some comedy stuff. He's a Frenchman, and he's dressed like he's in women's attire. Yeah. And it's like, there's a scene here where I got to kill him, and I swear I got a gun, and I'm like, this is not fair, bro. You worked your whole life for it. He was like, you know what he said? He said, Ash, yeah? Like, he said, in French, I'm honored to take your bullet.
What?
But as it's a thing where it made me realize I had imposter syndrome. I was like, I shouldn't be here. Like after Top Boy came out, I'm invited to the BAFTAs.
Sorry to cut you, but I've just heard of imposter syndrome.
And
it was a guy who does a blog. It was a guy who does a blog site that told me about it, and he was talking about that he said he watched Cardi B talk about the fact that she didn't title it as imposter syndrome, but it's just kind of like the feeling of feeling like you're not meant to be here. Like,
I don't feel like I'm meant to be there.
Like you're not deserving of it.
Yes, I'm not. I feel that.
Like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like I would never feel that.
Like, I'm at the BAFTAs. I'm at the BAFTAs, yeah.
I'm in the BAFTAs
in a 3-piece suit, yeah.
But that would make
like,
me.
And I'm meeting. Have you not seen the new Fresh Prince called Bel Air?
No.
What's that on? I've met the director. They're like, yo,
you're putting me onto bear shows.
I met the directors. I meet all these actors. Like, yo, you're an amazing actor. I'm like, I can't process this, yeah. And it's like all I'm thinking when I'm sitting there is like, I'm thinking of Chrito. I'm thinking of my baby Chrito, my little Chrito, my baby Chrito.
What, he's in the show?
He's in Top Boy. The guy I killed. It's like,
yeah, but I mean, everything
I'm invited to and everyone praises me for. It's like, yo, you work so hard for it. And for me, it's like I look back at it and I'm like, he's always like Ash, bruv, yeah, like. He's never. I felt like, you know, when people are like, yeah, I should be there. I worked hard. He's like, no, bro. I've met you, and I've met your. I know your soul. Like, I'm so happy. Like when I had to kill him, like as in the way he took the bullet, he was like, I'm dead. Like as in his comment in his comment section was like, you're a snake. I'm so happy he killed you. You're a dickhead. Da, 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 da. I'm like, nah, man. Like he should have killed me.
But as a character, you feel like he still should have killed you.
He should have killed me because he's deserving of the role it would have done for him. Yeah, to this day, we talk all the time, and it's like he's like, "How was the BAFTAs, bro?" I'm like, "Bro, you should have been here, man. Like, I don't deserve to be here, man."
But you know, his time will come. Maybe that just wasn't his turn. His time's gonna come.
This is why I feel like it's my job to put on I've met the director from Harder They Fall, and he's told me this. Ash, write that idea and let's talk. Mm-hmm. And it's like I'm in this position where I feel like my goal is a million percent.
Put me in the script. I need to be in the script.
%.
Definitely need to be in the script. I need to be in the script. But yeah.
For me, it's like I feel like I'm at this point where I feel like it's on me to represent the culture.
Of course, and that's
And I ain't going Grove to fucking find actors, blood. Cause nah, blood.
You already got a couple on your roster already. You're ready.
I got you.
You're ready for them. You're ready for them.
I'm picking one.
Go on. Let's see what the next question is.
It's your writing.
It's my writing. Shit.
Oh, it's a horrible one. I don't know if I can answer this one.
Okay, go on. What's the question?
Deepest, darkest secret.
Oh, deepest. That was the one you wanted.
I did want it, but like, this
Yeah. What's your deepest, darkest secret? Go on. Let's see if you're really gonna tell us the truth or you're gonna lie.
My deepest, darkest secret is I'm scared to go back to Morocco. I haven't been to Morocco in 10 years. And it's like, I always have an excuse to why I don't go back. I'm busy, I'm working.
So where did you guys film? You guys didn't actually go to Morocco?
We didn't film in Morocco. We filmed on the border of Spain because it was during COVID. So
yeah, and it was on a little beach though. Yeah. I thought you guys.
So when they said cut, yeah, they unscrewed the Moroccan license plates. Everything was that. I'm scared to go back. They asked me. They said, "Ash, can we go back to Morocco?" Maybe we could have, but I can't go back to Morocco.
Why you feel like you can't?
I don't feel like. Growing up, my Moroccan parents, like, they're always like, have you seen things, son? He's doing amazing things. He's this, he's that. He's a doctor, and I'm like, I'm Ash. I make t-shirts.
Yeah, so you feel like you're not worthy of it, but
worthy.
I feel like that's going back to what's the syndrome again?
I feel like I'm shaitan to Moroccans. I feel like I'm covered in tattoos. I'm this guy. I don't care what people think about me, but there's this thing that triggers me, and I always know it. Like, I've seen it with my mum. It's like people. There's been times, yeah, you know, like, how explain it? There's been times where I live with my mum, and I'll be in the bathtub, and her friends will be leaving. Moroccan mums, yeah, they stay in the hallway for like an hour talking. Before they leave the door. And I'm getting pruned. I'm like, I beg you fucking leave, blood. I'm in the fucking bathtub.
Bath.
And it's like, they'll get to the subject. They're like, so let's talk about Ash. What is he doing? Tattoos and da. And I'll flip. My trigger is this, yeah, is I don't care what you say about me, but how dare you think you can say it to my mum or my fucking nan?
Yeah,
you mad? I know they see my nan and say, what? That's your grandson. That's who you think he is. And I know I can't be there because I'm gonna do something really mad. And it's scary, man. It's like my mum goes like, Ash,
but okay, so at the point of where you feel like, okay, so let me give you my example. So, you know, I have all these face tats, and everybody looks at me crazy for them.
They look at me like mad.
Coming back here also, people look at me for that, but it's like, you have to overcome that moment where it's like laughable. I laugh.
I laugh.
It don't matter what culture
I do. I laugh, but I can't laugh.
Yes,
I have this bone in me. I can't laugh when they think they can chat shit to my family.
I just let them.
I'm the youngest of I got 3 older sisters, 2 older brothers. They got nieces and nephews, and they're always like, "Oh, where's Uncle Ash?" I can't go and see my nieces and nephews.
You need to overcome that.
Because it's like, I don't know, man.
You need to overcome that.
Only time I do is one time my niece was like, "Uncle, I told them you're my uncle, you're the guy in Top Boy, but they don't believe me. They're teasing me in school." I'm like, what? I'm walking into school, blood.
Yeah,
but it's a thing where it's like, I need to come over it, man. It's something, it's so petty, it's so pathetic, yeah? I can't. I don't feel like I'm worthy, man.
You have to overcome it.
I don't feel like I'm worthy,
But
man.
okay, so this kind of bothers me in a sense, because I feel like, so you was being authentically yourself by getting your tattoos, yeah? You was being authentically yourself by being who you was to have got to where you have gone. Correct? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah? You've done this. So in that, you're also meant to be that for the people in your family.
I know, but I feel like I'm the one.
Yeah,
I'm
but
the one in my whole family that's made it out.
But you're also the one, even with all of the things that you feel like are impurities, make you who you are. You don't ever know. They're still gonna, you have to always be authentically yourself to the people that love you, and they're still gonna love you. They're still gonna, hold on, come on, let's just be honest. I'm sure there's other people in your family that people look at that will be like, oh yeah, no, it could be something small. They might have married outside of the culture. It might be something small.
My mum is the only one that made it out of Morocco.
So all of them are still there.
They're still there.
But that doesn't...
So I'm the movie rock star.
Yeah, and guess what? They're gonna see you and be like,
I know, but I feel like every Moroccan family is like, you gotta go back with a nice car. You know, like you've done well for the family, and everyone does that. But what's upsetting me is like all these. My mum's always like, Dad, why can't you be like this one or that one? Them man are shotters, bro. I know what them man are on. I know what they are on. You know what I mean? And for me, it's like my mum always reminds me, Ash, yeah, you've done it. Like you've done it. She's always like, why don't you follow your cousins back on Insta? Because I'm like, I can't. I can't. I shut down. But when I follow them back, do you know what I see? I see one of them's living in Dubai. One of them's doing their thing. They're a banker. I'm like, rah. In my mind, it's like they're just living on a farm doing nothing.
I have a question. Yeah. Would you want that to be your life?
Nah, but I'm happy to see that they was like.
So why? What makes
you? I feel like so much pressure on me. I'm
but
like, yo.
What makes you think that they wouldn't be happy for you for what you're doing? That same farmer.
They're Moroccan.
No, that doesn't mean mean shit. That same farmer in Dubai could be looking at you.
I didn't know they were in Dubai doing this. I didn't know they were doing these things.
But I'm saying they could be looking back at you on the same aspect. It's about perception. You thinking your side of perception, but the other side of perception. If I have a 6 right here and it's looking at me, what do you see?
Yeah, I know.
What do you see? A 9. I see a 6. You see a 9. Are either of us wrong or either of us right?
I've always thought to myself, there's this correct way of going back to the family, you know, of everything. You know, I've got you lot, like, yo, I've made it. Like, I felt like
there's no correct way. You just go see your family.
That's why mum's like, Ash, I don't know what you did yet, but you need. I feel like my mum's always like, Ash, yeah, there's a red carpet waiting for you. Like.
Yeah.
And it's not. She's like, the reason I want you to go do it because I know you're not going to be a dickhead about it.
Exactly.
You're going to go there and you're going to be like, yo, we're us. This is the family. You know what I mean?
You should go.
I know.
I'll come with you one day.
Yeah, come on.
Let's go.
Where's it pockets?
With my face tags, they're going to hate me even more. They're going to be like,
you know what's crazy?
Oh, and Ash, I've come with this girl,
yeah,
this black girl.
My nan has face tattoos.
She does?
She is. She's a BARBA. So on the day when she got married, my grandfather, like, they tattooed, their tradition is to tattoo their foreheads and that.
Ah.
So every time they're like, Ash, why you have tattoos? I'm like, look at little Miss Wayne.
Yeah. So don't even try it.
Yeah, man. It's our tradition.
Don't even try it. It's in the tradition.
There's this thing where I have this fear. That's my deepest secret. It's like, I'm scared to go back to Morocco. I have excuses.
Okay,
I'm busy. I can't go back.
Can we make a bet right now? I mean, not a bet, I promise.
Come in Maghrib.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, come in. I call it LA.
Okay,
I thought LA.
no, listen, we got to go before 2025.
Yeah, we got to go back the end of this.
If we don't hold him to this, because if we don't go, we're no longer friends.
Hey, we're going to do a podcast on the beach.
Yeah. So this question I have is
yours.
Huh?
Is it your question?
I think it is.
Okay, so you're writing.
Yes, my
amazing. Go on, I'm ready.
Are you happy? Okay. What has been your favorite moment in life so far?
Walking my mum down the street, down Kilburn High Road, and I've seen bus drivers stop. I've seen people go like, "Yo, you're the guy." People applauding. My mum didn't understand because all she knows is Al Jazeera. What is all that? What is Al Jazeera?
Yeah.
And it's like to see my mum be like, "What did you do?" I'm like, "Mum, you did like if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have done this. Like, if my mum never taught me Darija, like, I wouldn't have done this. Like, as in, I'm like, that for me was my favorite moment in life. I feel like I was at peace in life. I felt like everything my mum wanted me to do, it's like I saw it in her eyes. I was like, yo, like, to see my mum.
You did something to
see my mum, like, to be a hood celebrity for my mum. Like, more time when people stop me, I'm like, yeah, well done, big up. But when my mum did it, Mum, look.
Do you see these? Do you see these people?
Do you see them?
Do you see them?
She's like, why are they doing that to me, Mum? Because you did it.
Yeah.
Not because everybody in there. She understood what I meant by that.
Yeah, of course.
For me, that was my favourite moment in my life. To walk my mum down just to go down Sainsbury's, blood. Just go down Sainsbury's and Kilburn High Road, you know. Like, and it's just, she's got, my mum's Moroccan, so she's got the roller.
The little roller.
Yeah.
The little roller thing. Yes,
you know.
I know exactly.
Like, we got Iceland. They have great deals in Iceland. Like, we got Iceland, Mum, but we're just walking on the street.
Hold on, you know what, Iceland? Please bring back that apple crumble with the caramel. That shit used to be
Am I slow to say this? I never knew Iceland was based on frozen foods.
It's based on frozen food.
Yeah,
do you hear what I asked them to bring back? The apple crumble.
I didn't know
they
this.
I
thought it was just another shop. I was like, oh my God.
Iceland.
When you go in there, they are the masters of frozen food.
No, they are the masters of frozen food. They have everything.
Same question to you.
Oh, same question. I don't think I reached that moment.
Don't say that.
I don't have it. I'm going to be honest. I can't tell you my favourite moment so far in life.
Talking about, it's going to happen.
I'm looking forward to it.
But you must have had some moments where you're like, yo, I'm sick.
I can't even.
You know that egotistical moment of like, I'm sick.
Oh, nah.
Do you not think you're sick? I think you're the sickest person I know.
Whatever.
Not sick as in like bread, but as in sick as in like, you're wavy, man.
Yeah.
You're like a surfer who's waiting for the perfect. You're out there waiting for the perfect wave to hit. Yeah, it's like you can feel the current. You're like, nah, that wave's dead.
Ain't it.
That wave's
I'm waiting for it to
and
come.
you're waiting for the first one. You're gonna surf it like a madman. You're gonna do mad things in it. Wave.
Facts. My wave ain't come yet. When it comes though,
it's gonna
I'm
come
with
though.
it.
You're just out
I'm
there still
with
surfing.
I can't wait. I'm still surfing. Still on my surfboard with a couple chips in it.
Oh my God, it's one of mine.
It's not a fresh one no more.
What was your biggest life lesson. What's a lesson that you take to the grave? It's like you preach it to people. They look at you like you're crazy, but you know what it is.
Never think you can find happiness in somebody else.
Ooh.
Your happiness comes from within or from God. Never feel like somebody else is what could bring you happiness. Like, you know, some people pray for like a partner, a friend, something that they sad, so they're like, oh, I need this person, not even a thing, but a person. And they go out looking for it. Maybe it be a mother, maybe they didn't have no mom, and they feel like, if I had a mom, I would be happy. If I had a dad, I'd be happy. If I had a child, I'd be happy. If I had a partner, I'd be happy. If my teachers was better to me in school, I'd be happy. You need to find your happiness within. Another person, another human being who has got the same 24 hours as you cannot give you that happiness.
I respect that.
That's one of my biggest lessons.
I feel like I'm very anti that. I feel like I need to learn that. I feel like I'm always trying to make. I feel like what makes me happy is seeing someone else happy.
Not always good, because what if there's no people around you?
And my biggest life lesson is one thing that I used to always hear from big up Mikey from Trap, my mentor. Yeah, mentor that wasn't even supposed to be my mentor. He was learning.
You ended up being your mentor.
He always said the same thing. Ash, like God's gonna give you a meal. Make sure you turn your meal into a banquet. Make sure you don't sit at a table when you're eating your meal in front of people. Make sure you turn your meal into a banquet. Make sure when there's these moments when you're eating out with all your friends and your plate's empty, but you're still hungry, but they're full. They're gonna pass. They're gonna share their thing with me. And I take that to the grave with me. Turn your meal into a banquet. A lot of people can't do that.
They can't.
They're just like, oh, what? This is all my food. I'm gonna take some home because I'm gonna eat it later because I'm hungry. Nah. Let me feed you right now because you're hungry, bro.
Facts.
Turn your meal into a banquet.
Because you might be able to turn around and feed me later.
Yeah. That's my thing.
I love that.
Turn your meal into a banquet. That's my biggest life lesson.
That. Yes, turn your meal into a banquet.
There's one more. Yeah.
There's only one more. Okay. We done. It's my one. Okay. So what is something that you feel like you could work on within yourself?
Oh.
I feel
love myself.
Yeah.
I don't love myself.
You love yourself. I've kind of gathered that through us talking. And you know what's crazy is you would have never known that.
No, I don't love myself.
You would have never known.
But I'm kind of happy because it's like I'm happy knowing people love me.
Oh, the Ashraf, the man don't love himself.
I don't love myself. But as in subconsciously, I know it affects me. I know it does.
I can tell that.
I feel like I switch when I'm like, what? Do you not fucking know who the fuck I am? But it's like.
But still within yourself,
I feel like if I loved myself, I'll be like, I know who the fuck I am.
You wouldn't ever feel that, yeah. Facts.
I feel like I don't love myself. I feel like every time there's this moment in life when you're single and you're supposed to like find yourself. Every time that moment happens, something happens in my life where Deli's in a coma, or there's a girl that I feel like I've met that is sad and heartbroken. I take them on. I take them on. And I never ever take a year out just to love myself, just to travel by myself.
And love yourself and love who you are.
That's my
so
thing.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What do you think the reason is for that? You feel, because I'm gonna tell you my outlook before you even tell me your reason. From what I've observed today, even though we've known each other for years, I feel like it's my first time feeling this from you. I feel like it's. One, you're not going back to Morocco. Two, you're not feeling like you're worthy of the acceptance of your family because of the status of some of them may be at, and you feel like maybe you're not necessarily there because you didn't go to the route that they say, the traditional route. But we're in 2023. That traditional route doesn't really.
I never knew that until I followed my family back. I was like, oh my God. I thought everyone was sitting on a farm just like, raising chickens.
Yeah, no.
I was like, well, you're in Dubai. You're selling stocks.
It's not that no more. They are going to be the first ones that's going to show their friends. Like, my cousin, like, they could be bankers.
I know they do
all
that,
of that.
man.
They're going to be
I know
the
they do
first
that, and I
ones
love
to
that.
do that.
They're like,
and you're not following them back is a problem. So that's something tonight when you go home, follow your cousins back. Cause
I follow them all back.
Okay, please. I
follow them all back. I see them wearing my clothes. I'm like, you wearing my old clothes?
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely, for sure. I feel like it comes from that, but we're going to work on your self-confidence. Me and you. We're going to have a little,
Thank you,
a
I need that.
thing. We have to do that. Something I feel like I need to work on with myself is not running from my problems. And when I say run, I don't necessarily run anywhere.
You can't shut off.
It could
shut
be,
off.
yeah, shut off, yeah.
You shut off. You don't
I'm
run.
one of them people, like, I could be in a whole relationship with someone and not speak to them for 5 days. I could be in a friendship, speak to them every day, not speak to them for 5 days because I'm going through something. Yeah. I also go to alcohol, stuff like, you know, smoke weed, whatever it is.
You suppress it.
I suppress. I don't like to, I show people my emotions, but I also always feel bad after showing my emotions. Like, I feel so much worse. Like, I could cry right now.
You get my eyelid. You get my eyeballs.
And I feel
right
like
now.
a dickhead tomorrow. Like, I swear to you, I'm going to take my glasses off too for the last segment. I will literally cry right now and beat myself up tomorrow. Like, the fact that I cried with you, I feel like a dickhead tomorrow. Yeah, I'm like, why did I cry? Why did I I don't care if you're my mom, my granny, my brother, my child. I don't care who you are. I feel like stupid for letting you into my weakness. Like, I feel, it doesn't feel good. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it never feels good to me.
Don't see it as your weakness, though, man.
I don't like it,
See it as your connection to God, man. That's the reason we feel
I should
guilty.
do it alone.
That's why we cry. That's why we feel guilty about things. It's like things we feel about. Sometimes I feel guilty about things and I explain it to my friends. They're like, bro, why the fuck do you care? I'm like, nah, that's not me, bro. That's God. I promise you, man. I promise you. It's a thing where I hear you.
But, I'm going to work on that. I'm stealing his glasses.
BSTN, make sure you come down to the store, guys.
Yeah, come to the store. Tell them where it's at.
BSTN, man. We just bought the old NatWest Bank in Brixton and we turned it into some crazy store, man. It was going for cheap during lockdown, so we bought it. Come down, man. Check us, BSTN.
Gotta go to South London.
Beeston means BSTN is an abbreviation for Beeston, which Beeston means it's when you're dominating a sport. Like, dog, that guy's beasting. He's beasting the basketball field. Like, as in we're beasting.
They're the beasts.
Yeah, we're the beasts.
And you gotta go there because
I've always said to myself growing up, if I ever retired anyway, it'll be Berlin. Yeah, man. There's something I see in Berlin. It's crazy, man. These little things. It's like if you go to a train station, you can't like the you know, like the escalators. They don't move unless someone's on them.
Oh wow!
You know, like when you go on a train, like not every door opens. Like if you for example, every street corner in Berlin has like a water pump. So there's free water, there's free water, spring water, but you have to pump it to work it.
Wow.
Efficiency.
Yes.
I wanted, and so when they called me saying, yo, obviously I'm an actor, but I'm a designer by default. That's my whole life.
I know.
So when they're like, yo, Ash, like they called me before Top Boy came out. They're like, we want you to come work with us. I was like, you lot didn't even call me because of Top Boy, you called me because of me.
Yes, of course.
So I'm like, you have me full-hearted. Sure. So they're like, when they open a store in Brixton, I'm a West Boy. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in Brixton, but come to the store.
But Brixton's gentrified now.
Yeah, but it's different.
Very gentrified.
We're something called a tier 0 retailer, and it doesn't exist in London. So everyone's like, there's a lot of reseller shops. Like, yo, they'll buy Jordans and they'll sell them for like £400. We sell the same Jordans when they're released for the retail price.
Oh, that's
160.
amazing.
People think, no, you must be fake. No, as in we man.
I told you I'm coming to check.
We've got over 1 million followers on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm coming to check them out.
Please come. I'm there. I'm the only West Boy there.
So I'm gonna have to take a trip down south on the Victoria line. I'll be there. I promise. I actually really appreciate you, and I thank you for being part of my podcast.
You're the first person I know that you're like, honestly, man. Like when you call me to do this, I'm like, yo, there's no way I'm not gonna do this.
And I appreciate you, and I love you. I love you so much too. And I really appreciate you being here. I'm proud of you too. I'm more proud of you, my boy. Love that. And he's not getting his glasses back. These are coming with me.
You can hold them.
I just lost my brother, dog. He ain't even make it to the summer. Mama feeling pain, I got a comforter. All this pain is so painful. All this pain, it ain't change you. I just lost my brother, dog. He ain't even make it to the summer.